As you are preparing for Certified HVAC Designer exam of ASHRAE, few questions will be coming from ASHRAE 55. It is very important. It talks about thermal environmental conditions for human occupancy. And more than that, ASHRAE 55, its understanding makes you a better engineer, a better designer. So, extra focus on ASHRAE 55. Now, this particular standard is not applicable for an altitude over 10,000 feet. So for instance, if your project is higher than 10,000 feet sea level, this particular standard is not going to work for you. And to be called as occupant, someone should reside inside the facility for at least 15 minutes. For instance, let's say there is a bank. People are getting inside and going out of the bank within average 14 minutes of time. So those people who are getting inside the space in below 15 minutes of time will not be called as occupant. And there will be few people who will be residing inside the bank for a longer period of time, and they will be called as the occupant. To be called as occupant, a person should reside inside the facility for at least 15 minutes. To understand SC 55 better, we must consider understanding few terminologies, starting with CLO, Clothing Insulation Unit. Now, it might be particularly new for you, but to be frank, CLO unit or clothing insulation unit, it helps to understand the thermal comforts. What is actually CLO? CLO is actually the insulation that your clothes provides to you. For instance, I'm sitting in this particular room having a full sleeve t-shirt on me, and my friend sitting over there with complete suit. So the comfort sensation will be different between me and him. And that understanding is being identified in CLO. And for any unit, we have a very basic question. What does it mean by zero? Zero means for CLO is someone nude, someone not wearing anything at all. He can be called clothing insulation level zero. And if you're wearing some clothes, you're going to have some CLO limit, CLO value. So for instance, if we look at SJ55, SJ55 gives you full details of each and everything that you wear and gives their insulation level. One CLO means 0.88 per square feet hourly per degree Fahrenheit and per BTU. Okay, this is the amount of insulation means by one CLO limit. And if you are planning to calculate CLO level, very easy. Let's say for a man wearing a brief will provide you CLU 0.04, shoes 0.02, calf length socks 0.03, and short sleeve dress 0.19, short trouser thin 0.15, and net metal or wooden side armchair will provide 0.00. Total CLO value is 0.43 here. Now, if something is missed out, you can always come back to this table and drag the data from here. For instance, if you want to replace the shoes with something else, let's say ankle length athletic socks and shoes like boots is going to provide 0.1, shoes 0.02, so boot is going to provide a higher insulation level. You can always come back and just add up all these insulation provided by the different clothes, and you get the final data here. Just add it up. Okay, now if you ask your customer during the design, my friend, my dear customer, what is the CLO level you're targeting for, the customer is going to laugh out, because you cannot predict who is going to wear what in any facility. That is not in your control. However, ST55 helps you on this. ST55 did a survey and presented us with this particular table. If you look at this table, here at the x-axis we have temperature in Celsius scale and the temperature in degree Fahrenheit scale. And it is going to give you data which is going to help you to do the calculation. So for instance, if outside temperature is around 40 degrees centigrade or 104 degree Fahrenheit, people usually tend to wear clothes with clothing insulation level around 0.5. And if the temperature is lower, let's say at 10 degree or 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degree Fahrenheit, people tend to wear clothes with insulation level a bit higher, let's say 0.5, I guess. Earlier it's like, okay. At 40 degree might be around 0.45 and at 20 degree would be around like 0.5. And further, for 0 degree Celsius or 32 degree Fahrenheit, people tend to wear clothes with clothing insulation 0.8. And temperature negative 10 degree or lower, people tend to wear clothes with clothing insulation 1.0. So it just give you the data so that you can use while doing the calculations of other parameters.